Look, Warriors fans, let's face it. The Warriors' young players have not really proven out to be the what we hoped this season. Hands up, Podziemski's not playing the way we hoped. Kuminga turning it on a bit. Melton's out, so the players have come through. Melton's out. Kylie Anderson is a non-factor. Buddy has started well, played last well, but in between, kind of eh. We need another player near Steph Curry. We need better shooting. We started hot, and it's not there. Well, the Warriors are linked to some sharpshooters on the Brooklyn Nets. On this episode, we're going to break down those players. Who are the 3 players are linked to? What are their stats? Why would they be a good Warrior? And what would be the trades that would work to make it happen in terms of salary and roster construction? So let's break down this trade stuff on Warriors Digest. Randy Silver here. Also, there's another superstar out there the Warriors are linked to. We're going to touch on it, but the new video will be coming out tomorrow on that. So please subscribe to Warriors Digest. You don't miss anything. And of course, tomorrow we play the Houston Rockets in the NBA Cup quarterfinals. We're going to have that for you on the Warriors Digest so you don't miss anything. Daily videos for your viewing. Let's get into it. The Brooklyn Nets are open to trading Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Dennis Schroeder. The Warriors are interested in all 3 players. Quote, the Nets have received trade interest in conversations around X, Y, and Z I just talked about. The Warriors are among the teams that have expressed interest in those 3 players, sources said. And that's from Sham. He's also saying that the Warriors are favorites potentially for Jimmy Butler, who said that the Warriors are his favorite team. So you got the Rockets, Mavericks also interested. Trades may be happening. So let's break down each player. I'm going to dive deeper into this. Finney-Smith. So here's his stats so you can see it right now. He's averaging 10 points a game, 4 rebounds, almost 2 assists, shooting 47% from the field and 43% from three-point range. While Schroeder is averaging 18 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, 44% shooting, 38% from distance. Oh, well, I guess I don't have Johnson. I apologize about that. So let's go over their stats really quickly. You'll see it right here. Let me make this bigger. Look at points per game. Cam Johnson's at 18. Schroeder's at 18.6. Dorian's at 10. So 3 of their top 4 leading ball scorers. Then you got in terms of minutes played, top 4 again. Look at games played. Come on. Oops. Johnson, Schroeder, and Smith was hurt a little bit. So you can see that they're durable players. Are playing a lot. We look at their shooting percentage, as I just talked about. Dorian Smith, 43%. Johnson, 43%. Schroeder, 38%. Field goal percentage. Johnson, 48%. Finney-Smith, 46%. Schroeder, 44%. So they're shooting the ball really, really well. So remember those numbers when we go over to Golden State. So again, we're showing team-wise, and then we'll dive into individual. Come on, work for me, please. So if we look at the stats for Golden State, we look at our shooting percentage, 3-point percentage, folks. Buddy, 43%. Wiggins, 42%. Curry, 41%. Again, what do we say for the Brooklyn Nets? Johnson, 43%. Finney-Smith, 43%. Schroeder, 38%. So they instantly become some of our top 5, top 1, 2, 3-point shooters. Field goal percentage, TJD doesn't count around the paint. Payton's like layups. So really you get down to 46% Wiggins. Hield, 45%. Curry, 45%. We go to field goal percentage for the players. Again, you look at Johnson, 48%. Dorian Smith, Finney-Smith, 46%. Schroeder, 44%. So they instantly become great scorers that we need and help us finish. And you go to points again. 18, 18, and 10. The 10's going to be a bit small for this Warriors team. Whoops, points. But the 18 points puts them second on the team above Wiggins. And then the 10 points puts you in the top 5, 6. So instantly we're becoming a better offensive team. That's great to see. Now, again, let's go individually. Cam Johnson, he's 6'8", so one of those wing players. Again, anybody of these trades probably involves Kuminga because they're trying to do a full rebuild in Brooklyn. Johnson's been around the league. He's right in his prime at 28, and you can see he's consistently a high-level 30% shooter from the three. This year, his career high at 43% field goal percentage to career. So he's really coming in his own in his prime. He's owning his time with Brooklyn and getting career high in points. When you look at his salary, he's in a 4-year deal, making $23 million a year. So how do we make that $23 million work? Well, let's show you this. If you want to do a straight up trade, then you're going to add D'Anthony Melton. The reason why you add D'Anthony Melton, so you can see me, is he's injured, and you can use his salary to trade. So you trade Melton, then you need basically $11 million more. Could be Looney at $9 million if you think so. More likely GP2 on expiring contract, so they have a wing player, puts you at $21 million, and then you probably have to throw in like a Lindy Waters or Brandin Podziemski to make that work. Now maybe they want Kuminga. So if they want Kuminga at $7 million, then you still do Melton at $12 million, puts you at $19 million, and then you may still need to do like a Moses Moody or a Podziemski. That's how you make that work. Now let's go to Dorian Finney-Smith. 31, so kind of in the middle towards the end of his prime. 8th season, Dallas and Brooklyn, averaging almost his career high in points at 10.6. Again, 3-point shooting, his career high right there. Field goal percentage, career high. He is another wing player at 6'7", so fits the Warriors mold. If you look at his salary, he's at $14 million right here. Next year, $15 million. A little bit easier for us to work with. So $14 million, you could do Anthony Melton, and then $2 million, Lindy Waters, maybe a Podziemski, and you can get some money back on your salary capping issue. Or potentially they want Kuminga plus Gary Payton, and then they got some young players and players to come back. Again, we're capped at that first place, so we can't go any over that. That's how a trade like that potentially works. And then you get Dennis Schroeder, who I know I've broken out on a trade before. Right there at the edge of his prime as well at 31 years old. But he's just a baller, scores consistently. He's been in the league around a bunch of different teams. I think he fits the Warriors mold super well. Field goal percentage, 44%, right there near his career high. 3-point percentage, 38%, right there near his career high again. 18 points, right there near his career high. And he's a point guard. Next to Steph Curry, would play really well. Could be the backup for Steph Curry and really help out this team. He's making, right now, $13 million. Again, a pretty easy contract for us to work with. Right here, you could do the Melton if they're just trying to shed salary for next year. And then you throw in probably maybe a Santos or a Waters to make it work. If they want someone younger, Kuminga plus GP2, maybe you make that work. And then you go ahead and you have some salary off, and you're going to have to find a different player. So I do think that this is a good idea. I think the Warriors need to make a trade. Now, Kuminga is a different type of player. He's a slasher, more athlete. These are shooters, and I like that. A trade I saw online I want to share, if you want to get multiple players, so Johnson and Schroeder, you'd give up Melton because of salary, GP2, Anderson, both of those wing players, and then Kuminga, who they're going to want to re-sign. It works. You look at the money is even. We actually gained 2 wins on it. So would you be willing to get Cam Johnson, Dennis Schroeder for Kuminga, Anderson, GP2, and Melton? I think it's not a bad idea. It gives you more athleticism on the perimeter. It gives you people who are better shooters. And then your new starting 5 is going to be Curry, probably Schroeder at 2 maybe, Cam Johnson, Draymond, Trayce Jackson-Davis. A lot of shooting, a lot of athleticism. You maybe are losing a little bit of depth by not having Anderson, Kuminga, and Payton, but I think you make up for it in a better starting lineup. Yes, you saw Podziemski coming off the bench. I know Warriors fans maybe feel a bit away about that. But I want you to tell me what you think about this trade. Do you like it? Do you not like this trade? Is there anybody else you'd like to trade for from the Nets? Or is there any other trades you think that players should give? Comment your thoughts. Let me know. Again, stay here in Warriors Digest to break everything down for you as the trade deadline looms. Let's get it, folks.